everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. In today's matchup, passing may be at a premium, at least for one side. The Jags are top 10 at defending the pass, and they'll be going up against the Eagles, who will need to solve that secondary.
Larry, first opened in 1995. There's a look inside Everbank Field here in the River City of Jacksonville, Florida. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Defense showing blitz. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
Hurry up, here we go.
He'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. So on 4th down, here's Jake Shum to punt it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This will be fielded at the 17. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Wentz. And able to find Green. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Fresh set of downs here. Now Wentz. Being chased out left. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be down deep into Jacksonville territory. A gain of 39 that time. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. They set up the screen to Ajayi. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Jet. Offense now as they get set to take over. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Play action fake. They'll look to throw. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look. 6 DBs.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Looking to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Jacob Shum now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taken from just outside the 30. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. An update from Buffalo. The Bills out to an early lead against the Patriots. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. On 1st down, Wentz. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks.
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Working from the gun, Wentz. And it's caught over the middle by the tight end, Green. They needed 17 on 3rd down, and that's exactly what they got.
All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his 3rd catch here in the first quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
Yeah, maybe a little of both. To throw, it's Wentz. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Back to the 33. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now this time, Wentz will throw. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? It's certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and pressure advantage.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 15. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a 1st down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a 1st down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jordan Hicks coming in hard on the blitz. He gets him down for a loss of 4. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll try the option right here on 3rd down. They run with Ajayi. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Wentz to throw for it on 4th. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Telvin Smith from that outside linebacker spot. He's able to get in there for a loss of 9. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And some space here. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And not much running room. Down to the 32. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And Robinson with a big catch. Touchdown, Jaguars. Allen Robinson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Josh Lambo now for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Spinning away. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
This is Ajayi. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now Wentz signaling frantically, let's get to the line. They run again with Ajayi. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Now Wentz. Now he'll let this one go deep, right sideline. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Wentz will try again on 2nd down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. Aguilar has it. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Again, it's Wentz. Looking for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
Any return to get you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we send you downstate to Orlando to check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And some room to work. Coast to coast. A great return marked down all the way at the 2.
All right, let's give credit where credit is due. How about that return? Great blocking, great vision, all the way down to the 2-yard line. The only person who has to be upset, the guy who didn't get it into the end zone. That far and no reward.
And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. They'll try to run with Ajayi. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Jay Ajayi, his second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Yannick Ngakoue in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Steps away to his left. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Wentz now on 1st down. This is caught, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Ladarius Green, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. They find some open field here. Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars get a score closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jesse James, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Extra point attempt to follow here. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through him.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Uncorks one for Davis. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Out of the pistol. It's Fournette. Fournette fighting through. And nothing but daylight ahead. Past the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. 85 yards. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
And the lead will be cut down to 14. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. He was trying to get it to Jay Ajayi there out of the backfield. And that'll bring up second down. Play action. Now Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down. So the youngster able to use the legs to pick up the first.
And one of my pet peeves when they see this guy play, when Carson Wentz takes off running the football, I always hear people go, oh, he's sneaky athletic. No, he's athletic. Watch him do it. It's an integral part of the quarterback run game, and he gets it done very, very well.
Yeah, you don't like sneaky athletic, do you? That's just kind of a jab in the back.
Yeah, not when it doesn't apply. I think that's a stereotype that needs to be broken down for him.
Green's got it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there at 20 yards. Now it's Ajayi. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Wentz now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be 4th down. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Here we go on 4th down with Wentz. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a pickup of 17 there. And on 4th and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going. Here's Ajayi. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Flush to his right. And avoids the contact by sliding. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Back now in Jacksonville. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. Elsewhere, a 3rd quarter score. And the Cowboys, they've moved out in front. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Flushed out right. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Nelson Aguilar with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And they're able to up the lead by 1 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Now back to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox, never giving up. He's able to keep working and get him for a loss of 12. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 17 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half. And
I get it. In this situation, you know, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? Hey, you want to go for it here? We shut you down. They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd down, here's an option right. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Read it well, and it's picked. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Six yards to go here on 2nd down. Now they'll run it on the toss. Room here to run. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. That one good for 33 and a first.
At halftime, you had to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They'd had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet a... Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. His throw incomplete. They've got this big lead. They said, forget one. We want 2. Instead, they got 0.
Unbelievable they didn't even attempt it from the 15-yard line. What are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line, oh, boy. I tell you what, meeting them again somewhere down the line, they'll remember this. Yeah, they'll think that they were trying to clown them a little bit.
The Jaguars getting set to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Here we go now. Green.
They'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
Now let's go. Gun.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Hurry up. Here we go. Leopard.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Lambo on for the extra point. Now that shaves a bit off the lead. It's now a 23-point game. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. That game's gone final in Indianapolis. The Dolphins have added on, and they seem to be pulling away in that one. If they hold on, a victory there would be their third of the year. Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. From midfield, here's Wentz, rolling to his right. And he's going to be out of bounds down to the 25. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And they just had another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out.
On first down, Wentz. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Now Wentz throwing on second down. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
They are in the 4th in Buffalo. The Bills, they are just continuing to pour it on. A victory there would mean they're 6th on the year. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll set them back 5. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Eagles, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll return home next week